that's it. Nature can be brutal, but it's often touchingly beautiful. And it's all here on Toyota World of Wildlife.
Viewers, it's good to be back for another edition of the Education Forum with me, Samuel Ba. In tonight's edition, we are in Region 3 to showcase a regional bantaba on Back to School. On my left is Mr. Mam Tamsir Njai, Principal Education Officer responsible for broadcasting at the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. On my immediate right is Mr. Said Sen. Said Sen is the Regional Director, Region 3. And next to Mr. Sen is Mr. Arabo Kani, Head Teacher, Kerewan Lower Basic School. Gentlemen, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
In tonight's edition, like I said, we will be having a regional bantaba that will center mainly on issues regarding teacher posting in this particular region, and generally any issue that has to do with the development of school. But before we go into that, I would like to ask Mr. Sen to shed light on some of the activities they recently embarked upon when schools reopened. Mr. Sen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ba. I would like, first of all, to welcome you all to Region 3 and to this particular program. I think I can say comfortably that we are very proud of ourselves when it comes to the start of the academic year. Like all other schools in the country, schools reopened for the new year in Region 3 on the 17th, Monday the 17th of September 2012. And the reports that reached me the next day from the cluster monitors indicated that all the head teachers of all the schools in the region reported on time, as well as the majority of classroom teachers. There were a few cases of teachers not reporting, but that was as a result of their late posting by the college. However, as we speak, I can say that now almost all the teachers posted to the region have reported. I think for that reason we can be proud of ourselves in Region 3. And since we reopened, we have also, of course, as always, been receiving cases of people requesting to be moved to other regions for reasons of family and of course other reasons, genuine reasons. And we have tried to consider the releasing people who came with us with genuine cases. We have also been around schools. That's actually in progress at the moment. We haven't quite finished that exercise yet, but we are also looking at the staffing of school, each of the schools, and seeing where there are gaps to fill and where there are excesses to move over to other needy schools. I am also pleased to say that following the qualification of the good number of UQ teachers who are on the extension program, our schools now can boast of having at least 85% of qualified teachers. So I think that is a great leap we have made, and I really want to share that information with you.
Mr. Sen, can you tell us over the years how you have been ensuring that you achieve this issue of contact hours, and what are your plans for this particular academic year 2012-2013?
I think we have also made a lot of we have made great strides in that direction. In fact, the country over now emphasizes the importance of these instructional hours, which is why we emphasize the importance of teachers reporting on time. The national target, as we all know, is 880 hours. This is quite achievable in single shift schools, although it's a little bit more difficult to achieve in double shift schools. Once teachers report on time, the next thing is to ensure that while they are in school, the time they spend in school is made maximum use of. It's not only enough to be in school, but how much of contact are we having with the children when we are in the schools as teachers? So that is why we have been emphasizing the importance of head teachers and teachers working together to actually record the actual number of instructional hours achieved. We have also made sure that initially, that's at the beginning of the year, all timetables indicate that this minimum target of 880 hours is achieved. But then, how much effort is being made to ensure that the timetable is, the actual teaching corresponds to that? We all know that in schools there can be a lot of interruptions. I'll just give one example of when children have to return to class following the end of break. At least it will take 5 minutes for children to settle down. And 5 minutes for 5 days is 25 minutes. 25 minutes for 1 month is 100 minutes. And 100 minutes for 3 months, that's 1 term, is 300 minutes. 300 minutes is 5 hours. So we should be mindful of the time we spend not on task, because just those 5 minutes will accumulate to 5 hours over just 3 months. So in a year, we are talking about 5 times 9, which is 45 hours. So that way, for that reason, we have also tasked ourselves to achieve far more than the minimum target, the ministry's minimum target of 880. Actually, our target in the region is 909 hours. But that's not achievable probably by double shift schools. However, single shift schools have actually been able to achieve that over the years by, of course, organizing classes for students outside of school hours. So that is to cover the hours we lose over the year. So I think everybody also has heard about the management system that we have introduced in the ministry, and which gave rise to the preparation of service level agreements for all educational staff. And all service level agreements require staff to actually ensure that these 880 hours are actually achieved. A minimum of 880 hours are achieved. And I'm pleased to say that everybody now is aware of this requirement, and everybody is addressing themselves to achieving it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sen. Well, viewers,